Alabama about to kick off to get things started. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Utah Utes offense takes the field. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Looking downfield, it's Uath. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading, bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players, and those wide-open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Tackled, but he has a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you could...
He lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 30. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. The give on the inside. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 45, on his way. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
The play action fake. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Utes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Fights his way through a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Try to get it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And it comes through big time.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Romero. At the 20, he's got space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. A designed run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! That kind of speed behind center, is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Rojas. Pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, what a move. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Rojas. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now they'll run the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Utes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done it.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, and they convert. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when...
Fires into traffic, intercepted.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Rojas. He's got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Utes will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires the pass, intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Rifles it down the middle. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tide. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulsa is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 21 to Florida. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bama. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Uath. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Utes are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. Going up top. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21 after picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Unleashes 1. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He leaves it with his back. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Utes are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide out in motion. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I'm just trying to find ways to manufacture extra yards, right? I just get a couple extra in the red zone, and then I get that touchdown that I'm...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
To the ground, he's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fires on the run. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Uath. Using the quick game. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Utes look to do some damage in the red zone.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Utes are flying down the field. Running back goes in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, and get that touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They were really aggressive going for scored in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
With the catch, it's Romero. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll line up for a second down play. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Looking left. Got him downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Not a lot there. Picks up one. The 19. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On the ground with the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's caught. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Dropping back, it's Rojas. Swings it out to his running back. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
It's now 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch, through the ground. Denver got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
They marched 79 yards on the drive. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
Quarterback on the move, still looking.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He looks that one in nicely, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Uath! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly hasn't happened.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Going for the return. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. Decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Alabama will get the 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field.
Oh, I was chilling.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And is slipped out.
Yeah, hello.
That ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How
Good
in
in
the
the
world
cell.
did they keep it?
Yeah. Now we off. Yeah, no. Well, what happened?
Timeout, trying to preserve every second.
Yeah, I don't even know how they was going to do that. So I don't know.
Drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive.
Yeah, nobody. Our building closed them all. So I know what email you're talking about, but I don't know how they plan on doing that.
They got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
So it feel like my day off. I think y'all crazy.
Looking for a man. It's Rojas.
But what you said, so?
Here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, I was chilling.
No
Got
choice here.
down.
The offense
That's what I'm
has
about
to
to eat.
stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late.
Yeah.
Fourth down attempt coming. Unloads to the
Look at
right.
that.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Back to
And
Mar.
that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead.
I ain't
Take
got
away
with you, man.
all
I
the
missed
deep
the
stuff.
Dell,
Make them
man.
force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as
Mr.
possible
Dell,
for their
man.
offense.
Shit like this make me see why I'm going. Why I don't
Linebackers
like New York
shuffling
City.
around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
Yeah.
Quick pass on the fly motion.
Oh, it's cool. Like
The
to get away with
defense
shit.
wouldn't
I like it. Ain't nothing like
let it
Broward.
go.
Shit,
They
niggas crazy.
lost
I don't
yardage.
give a fuck what none niggas say.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get
Nothing
that ball
beat
back
Broward.
and
Niggas
preserve
crazy.
time for their offense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just ran over it. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
I think that's dumb as fuck. When they sent that email out, they knew niggas wasn't gonna do that work. What the fuck? Was somebody broke me and make they off?
Quarters deep in the red
Do
zone,
some
but
dumb
they
ass shit
can't
like
pick
that.
up a
That's
first
stupid.
down without scoring. 3rd down. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes a
Somebody
stop.
go there and
Line
join
of
the
scrimmage
set.
is the 2, and they
After they
can't
leave.
pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and touchdown time.
That was a
And they
shot.
take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try
Yeah, I'm
to push this
definitely
winning
behind.
streak to
Yeah.
5.
I wish I could. I'm
And
about
the
to
extra
burn
point
this out.
splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is
Get back to
game,
ball.
set, match. The defense
Might
had a
see
chance
Final
to maybe
Destination,
kind
something
of
like
keep their
that.
team in it, but the offense said, take it to the line.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football.
Man, next NC gonna be lit. Now that they changing the seeding system.
If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this.
They said they not going off automatic bid. Now it's the top 12
very
niggas.
seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David. You're talking
Yeah,
about.
they niggas was complaining last year how the Power 4 get automatic bids. So now they say the top 12 teams gonna make it.
To the air, it's Rojas. Keeps him playing.
Niggas ain't gonna like that either. What?
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him
But what
out.
they gonna do? They gonna make ranking harder now since only the top 12 when you make it.
The Utes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
Shit, them little ass schools like Boise and shit, they not gonna make that shit. Yeah, bro. Man, they not about to make that shit no more.
They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this
a shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Now 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. On the option. He'll toss it. Finds a crease at the 20. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly complete. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue.
Yeah, that boy Dallas, I said, what's up, huh?
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and this.
Oh, that ain't Dallas. That's the only way Dallas have. The safety. Yeah. Let me advance this bill. About 6 folks on that boy probably cheeks with cheeks. Bro, the rankings is hilarious.